off. I got a chronic cough. I told my social worker to just fuck off. My name's Anita. Anita, I had a real shit week and a real shit weekend. Yeah, Anita.
Hey, this is Anita. Anita hit. Yeah. Well, sorry, I haven't given you an update in a while, but it's because I got roaches. Yeah, I had to go down to the janitor and tell her I had roaches. And she said, well, how long have you had them? And I told her 2 to 3 weeks. But really, it was more like 2 to 3 years. And she said, well, why didn't you tell me before? And I told her, well, because I didn't feel like dealing with it. But I'm telling you now, aren't I? But I had to do something about the roaches, because, well, at first, when I got roaches, I thought, oh, well, big deal. There's a lot of bugs in here anyway, so what's the difference? It's just another kind of bug. But then after a while, I started having a lot of roaches. And, well, I realized after a while that, I had to do something about it, or maybe it was going to kill me, because I was using a lot of Raid. And one day I was in the kitchen spraying Raid on the roaches, and I realized that I was sucking back a lot of that Raid myself. And I started feeling really weird, too. So I got kind of freaked out, and I called 811, which is like the medical info line, and they put me on hold. Fuckers. So then I called 911 and I told them I just sucked back a lot of Raid. And she said, okay, I'll send you an ambulance. And I said, well, what are you sending an ambulance for? I don't even know if I have an emergency. And she said, well, what'd you call 911 for? And I said, well, I called 811, but they put me on hold. So she put me through to poison control. And I told them how I was feeling. And they said those weren't symptoms of Raid poisoning. They were symptoms of an anxiety attack. Yeah. So actually, I was really happy they said that. That was like the best news I ever got in my life. Being told I wasn't going to die. So I said thanks. And I hung up. And then the exterminator came, and there was a lot of roaches in my apartment. And after she killed them, she said, well, I think I got most of them, but, if you see more than a few, you better tell your janitor, and I'll come back in a week and finish the job. So after a week, I still saw a whole bunch of roaches. So I told my janitor, and she said, oh, I'm not going to call the exterminator again. Don't worry about it. It takes a month for them to die. But I don't think she was right about that, because it's been a month, and I'm getting more and more roaches every day. Like, they're almost pretty much back in full force. Which means that if I want to get rid of them, I'm going to have to take my kitchen apart again. And you know what? I don't feel like dealing with it right now. So I'll have to go back to tell my janitor about it in maybe 2 or 3 years when I'm up to it. And that's it. Yeah.